eventually. Deputy Mayor, is there anything you wanted to add to that, and if you'd like to respond to anything that Michael has raised?
Well, yes, I think I would like to say a few things in response to that. Obviously, my involvement in this dates from me becoming the Deputy Mayor last June, and so I didn't have real-time interaction with the sequence of events that Michael describes in 2017. Some of the things that Michael has said, I agree with. That I understand that he did ask at the November meeting of the SSHR panel for the fatigue audit, which was commissioned following this separate incident. So it wasn't an investigation into Sandylands itself, but was about fatigue management generally, that he asked for that report to be shared with the investigating bodies in November. That wasn't minuted, as Michael has said. I think we'd all agree it should have been minuted. But as a result of that, it wasn't then on the live actions list for TfL officers to be checking off and making sure that they had complied with the actions of that meeting. When Michael quite rightly followed up on this in January again and said, has this fatigue audit been sent? It's my understanding that the then Director of Health and Safety, Jill Collis, said, I believe it has, but let me go back and check. I think in hindsight, it probably would have been better if she'd said, I don't know, because when she went back to check, she discovered that the report hadn't been shared with the investigating authorities. As I understand it, she phoned you immediately at that point, apologised for that and said, we will be sharing the report. That was then done. When Michael asked further questions about the sequence of events, the Mayor at that May board meeting in 2018, which was a couple of weeks before I started in the role, but I was present, not as a board member, to observe proceedings, it was agreed that a report would be circulated to the board, which was published on the 24th of July, setting out a very clear series of events about what has happened and why. As a normal matter of course, when audits are done, TfL wouldn't normally share those audits with investigating bodies automatically. Since this sequence of events, procedures have been strengthened to ensure that if an audit is being conducted which has a material impact and could be of interest to investigating bodies, it is shared as a matter of course. So, I know that Michael and others have called for an independent investigation into this, but having looked at a lot of the documents myself, as you would expect, speaking to senior members of staff at TfL about exactly what has happened, I am confident that a further independent investigation into this is not required. The report of the 24th of July 2018 that is easily available if you put, trams fatigue audit into Google, it will be the first thing I can assure you that will come up. And I think Transport for London has been fully transparent about what has happened here. And so that's my understanding of what has gone on.